Rohan lived in the village of Rampur. Since childhood, whenever he liked something that belonged to someone else, he would either snatch it or steal it. This way, he got into the habit of stealing. The entire village was very troubled by his thefts. After becoming fed up, the villagers went to the village chief and told him everything. The chief decided that
Rohan should compensate for whatever he had stolen by working in my fields. And if another theft will happen in the village, Rohan's hand would be cut off.
agreed on chief's decision. Rohan started working very hard in the chief's field. After a few days, he sincerely repented and vowed never to steal anything again. Rohan went to the chief and asked for forgiveness, saying, "I have stolen so much that it would take my entire life to repay everyone's loss. Please end my punishment. I have repented sincerely." The chief replied,
I can forgive your punishment, but villagers cannot, because they have suffered great losses. However, one thing can be done.
Rohan quickly asked,
What is that?
The chief said,
You will have to leave this village and go far away to another village.
Rohan agreed and started his journey that night to the other village by passing through a forest. While walking the forest, Rohan saw a shining object on the ground. He picked it up and saw that it was a valuable necklace made of gold. Rohan stood there, thinking for a long time, thinking whether to keep it or leave it where it was. After much of thinking, he decided to put it in his bag. As the forest ended, Rohan reached the bank of the river. Across this river, there was the other village. People used a small boat to cross the river, so Rohan also got into the boat, where 4 other people were already sitting. One of the men seemed very upset. When everyone asked him, "Why are you upset?" the man explained that he had lost his necklace and is worried because it was a keepsake from his late wife. Rohan asked him to describe how the necklace looks like. The necklace the man described was similar to one Rohan had found in the forest. Rohan quickly took the necklace out of his bag and handed it to the man, explaining that he found it in the forest on his way coming towards the river. The man was overjoyed and said,
This is a keepsake from my late wife. She had given it to me for our daughter. I was worried about what I would give my daughter after I lost it.
The man tried very hard to give Rohan some gold coins as a reward, but Rohan refused to take them. Soon they all reached the river bank and they all headed towards the village. Upon arriving, Rohan began looking for work. He got work at a tea stall and started working there with complete honesty. One night, as Rohan was returning home, he heard the sound of a girl crying. He went to her and after calming her down, took her home with him. He gave her food and asked her, "What happened to you? And where is your home? I can take you to your home back." As he was saying this, his eyes suddenly fell on the necklace she was wearing. Rohan asked, "Where did you get this necklace? It belonged to that man." The girl named Priya replied,
I am that man's daughter. Are you the one who returned my father's lost necklace?
Rohan answered, "Yes, I am." Priya continued,
I have heard a lot about you from my father. He used to praise your honesty very much.
Rohan asked, "Where is your father? And why are you in this condition?" Priya explained,
My uncle was waiting for me to turn 20. As soon as I did, he tricked my father into eating poison and killed him. My uncle planned to marry me off to his mentally ill son, so I ran away. My mother was very wealthy and left all her property to me. Whoever marries me will also inherit the property. For the sake of this inheritance, my uncle first killed my mother and then my father.
Crying, Priya said,
My father liked good, honest people. He used to say that if a man like you were found, he would marry me off to him. Will you marry me and save me from my cruel uncle?
Upon Priya's insistence, Rohan revealed the whole truth, admitting that he used to be a thief. Despite Rohan confessing his past as a thief, Priya insisted that she wanted to marry him, saying she wouldn't find a more honest man than him. After thinking for a while, Rohan agreed to marry her, and they got married right then, and this way Rohan saved Priya from her cruel uncle.